Yes, I know I have terrible handwriting. I'm sorry, not sorry. Alright guys, so here's where I'm at for the day. Got done my 30 minutes of cardio this morning. Got done my business, sort of look over my business plan so that I can send it to more investors, make sure that it's grammatically correct, everything that I want correct, good. I did reach out to the investor that I wanted to reach out to. I did send him an email, and he is going to look at my business plan, so that is the success for today. Our first success of the day. Check my FitX artwork. I did that. Haven't gotten a response from that guy yet, but you know, it's a $50 sort of picture of what my product looks like, just so that I can show that to investors. It's not super complicated. I don't have the money to spend on like a $1,000 concept design. I just needed something simple to articulate the thought in my head, because I'm a terrible artist and I can't draw it myself. So that's that. Client check-ins and my progression scheme. What I'm actually going to do is take client check-ins, put them right here, and I'm going to go to the gym and do some cardio, about 20 to 30 minutes of cardio. While I'm doing that cardio, I like to do my client check-ins. Now before that, I'm going to go ahead and do this guy right here. So I'm going to change my progression scheme. I'm going to let you guys know exactly what that new progression scheme is right now. Alright guys, you still there? So the program that I was actually going to do, that I wanted to do, was called the Windler 531 program. Let's just write that right here with my terrible, terrible handwriting. So I was going to do the Gimler 531 program. Basically what the Gimler 531 program is week 1, you're going to start out doing three sets of 5 reps on your exercise. This is a powerlifting progression scheme, by the way. Week 1, 3 sets of 5, and you're basically going to be anywhere between like 70 and 80%. I wouldn't go too far past 80%, and what I mean by 70 to 80% is your rate of perceived exertion, or something that we like to call RPE, but which basically means, like, so if you do a set of 5, how close are you to like being 100% of your strength capacity on that set of 5? You want to be at 70 to 80%. You don't want to push to 90, because that won't leave much in the tank for the next week and the week after that. And in powerlifting and strength progression, you always want to leave a little bit in the tank so that you can progress on and on and on, and you don't hit a plateau. So, anyways, week 1 is going to be 3 sets of 5. So let's just put 3x 5. 3 sets of 5 at 70 to 80% of your 5 rep max. And that's going to be on every exercise, like deadlift, squat, bench, the big three, not every, but the big 3. Week 2, right? Week 2, what you're going to do is 3 sets of 3, and you're going to go down 5 to 10 pounds. This part's been a little bit interesting, a little bit tricky for me, so I'm probably going to modify that. So the way I'm doing it right now is 3 sets of 5 at a certain weight, jump up 5 to 10 pounds, 3 sets of 3, and then the last week, jump up another 5 to 10 pounds, and just do sets of 1. Now that's not exactly how the program works. It's a little different than I just put it here. It's just that's the way that I did it. That's the way that I programmed it. The actual program is slightly different than that, so do not quote me on that. I'm not saying that that's the way the program is. I'm not saying that's the way you should do it, but that's the way that I tried it last week. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to build a little bit upon this. So we're going to build... Windler 531, as it sits, without changing it at all, is a little bit too boring for me, because I've been lifting for 11 years. I've done some powerlifting. I believe I'm a little bit too experienced for that program, so I'm modifying it and I'm altering it a little bit. So week 1 is going to be 3 sets of 5 at around 80%. Week 2 is going to be 3 sets of 3 at about 80%. Week 3 is going to be 3 to 4 sets of 1 rep at 70 to 80% of your 1 rep max. The following week, you're going to take a deload. I didn't put that in there. The following week, you're going to take a deload. So I messed that up. So actually, week 4 would be a deload. If I were writing that down. Week 4 would be a deload. You would take 10 to 20% off of the weight. You would also drop 1 set on each exercise. And on that week, you'd actually go back to your 5-rep progression scheme. So you'd go back to the 3 sets of 5. On the following week, week 5...
Run. Tripping up inside all the words you told me. Am I reading something different from your eyes? See you for a moment, even hope that I can feel you. See you, all that I wanted was to tell you that I need you. See you for a moment, even hope that I can feel you. Voice is getting nearer, heart is pumping, thoughts are running wild. We got a good thing going, while we got our feelings amplified. Staying till the morning, countless hours spending by your side. You look at me, I'm soaring, seeing all the truth behind your eyes. See you for a moment, even hope that I can feel you. Was to tell you that I need you. See you for a moment, even hope that I can feel you. See you, all that I wanted was to tell you that I need you. Now I'm finally right here with you.
So apparently Christian Guzman got sued by a company named Uptime, which is a fitness energy drink company that if you type in on Google, it does come up. If you type in Up Energy on Google, it does come up Uptime Energy. And he got sued for trademark infringement. And basically what that means from a business standpoint is whatever profits he's made, whatever is going on right now, he could be sued for. I don't know how much he's made, but it's very possible he could be sued for up to 7 figures for trademark infringement on his company, Up Energy. And like that makes, I feel really bad for him because he's someone that I really look up to. He's a really, really good guy. But the thing is, before he started the company, if he just would have typed in Up Energy on Google, Uptime would have came up. And so I don't know if that could be considered an issue on his part, or if he has a patent attorney or a trademark attorney, if that could be considered an issue on their part. But in my opinion, it's probably an issue on his part, because doing a simple Google search is something that everybody should do. And I'm not kind of hating or pointing him out. It's kind of a crappy situation. I feel really bad for him and for the situation, because I love the energy drink. I love the design. You know, if it didn't have to be that way, I wish that for him that it wouldn't. But the thing is, Uptime has a very similar energy drink design, a white bottle, black text on it. It's not exactly the same. It is a little bit different in some areas. So in my opinion, and I'm not in the position to give freaking Christian Guzman advice, for God's sakes, like I'm not. But what I would do if I was in the same position is I would call that company quits. I would just end that company. You know, that company could get sued for whatever it's worth, but if it's its own company, its own LLC, its own corporation, whatever kind of company it is, and you just like let the company eat it and it's gone, then you can't be liable for that personally, as far as I know. I mean, you could go to court with that, and it could go against you, and you might have to pay for some of it, but most of it's going to fall on your company, and your company is going to die. But it'd be really hard to kind of continue with Up Energy and sort of try to grow it when you have a several $100,000 lawsuit, or up to $1 million lawsuit, like sitting on top of it, putting it in debt. Also, you may have to pay that other company royalties as long as your company or that design, that bottle design, is being manufactured. So if I were him, I would just let that company die, let it go, take a couple months, 3 to 6 months, come up with another energy drink name, change it a little bit, change maybe even the bottle color. I know that sucks, but just change it a little bit. I think it's a good product. I love the fact that he's created a lifestyle energy drink, and it's his, and like I love what he's doing. Like, I'm not putting him down whatsoever in any way, but I would let the company go, let it die, and maybe refund some of the people that have bought some of the big packages, monthly packages, or cut them off, or maybe on an email list, send them an email and say that something's happened with the company. I'm going to rebuild it, start another company, but it's going to be a while, but I'll give you guys deals, or you know, you'll get some sort of deal when the new company comes out with whatever the new name is. And yeah, that's what I would do with that company, in my opinion. And so the company that I'm building, the Fit Tech company, to get it started, $12,500, right? $5,000 of that is research and design, concept design. That will get me basically to a prototype ready phase. Like, that will get me to the point where I can have it prototyped. And $7,000 of that, $7,500 of that is actually going to global IP research, and that will figure out what the patents are, where they are, what the patents mean, if they're design or if they're mechanical, what exactly the patents are saying, what, you know, how we can get around these patents, what we should or shouldn't do. And it'll really give me a good layout for the legality of, you know, future products, as well as the first product that we're going to be building with my Fit Tech company, as well as I've done a lot of research on trademarks and you know, what could be the name and what could not be the name. I know that in North Carolina there's not another company that has the same company name as me, and I don't see any other product around here that has the same product name that is in the same product line, because there's not really many products that much like mine that exist on the market right now. So that rant is over. I got one more thing that I want to kind of talk about, and I want to kind of say and rant about just a second about before I go home and chill out for the day, and that is that a client and friend of mine, he's having some issues with a wound healing up, and his doctor told him to stop working out completely. Like, just stop everything, stop what you're doing. And I can't say this enough. I can't I want this to stick in your head, guys. I want this to stick in your head, guys. No matter if you're 16 or if you're 65, if you're completely sedentary, you're slowly killing yourself. If you don't work out at all, you're not physical at all, you don't have a physical labor job, you don't go to the gym, you sit on a computer all day, you do nothing physical but walk to your desk and walk to the car and walk home, or like walk in your house from your driveway, then you're probably going to have some sort of physical problems. You're probably going to get diabetes, you're probably going to have congestive heart failure, you're probably going to have a ton of different problems, because we're not made to sit all day in a cubicle and not move. We're not made to eat tons and tons and tons and tons of processed calories. We're not made to eat 5,000 calories a day and not move around. We're not made to live a life like that, and it will slowly kill you. So no matter what is going on with you, unless you've injured yourself, unless you've injured a muscle and you physically cannot use that muscle, it's never good advice to tell someone to not work out at all, to let some sort of disorder get better. I don't see like in almost any way where that can help. There are some obvious things, there are some obvious things, like if you pulled a pec, you don't want to work your chest, obviously. If you hurt your leg, you can't walk, obviously you're not going to be able to go to the gym and do anything physical with your legs, but you could still do some upper body stuff. The point is, guys, doctors a lot of times, they just want to cover their ass, and they're just trying to like kind of point at things and say, well, this is wrong, like fix this and it might get better, and they're just going to kind of point at things. It's not always in a doctor's best interest for you to get better through the way of healing physically with, physical exercise. It might be better for a doctor to do it a different way, medication or just telling you to kind of sit around and not do anything so they can heal. But in my humble opinion, if you have something wrong, not being physically, being completely sedentary is not going to do anything for anything. It's not going to do anything for your blood flow. It's not going to do anything for your mental health. It's not going to do anything for any of your physical health, any of your joints, ligaments, organs, anything whatsoever. We're not meant to sit. We're meant to move. You slowly die when you're not moving. Your muscles, your joints, your ligaments, your organs, your heart, your brain, your everything. If you want to stay healthy and stay fit and keep things moving, keep your body in shape, keep from having any sort of crazy health disorders, and stay physically fit, keep moving, keep moving. Same goes for your brain. If you want to stay mentally fit, keep thinking, keep using your brain to do things. Come up with cool ideas every day. Solve problems, help people, be creative. Be creative. With that, I'm going to go ahead and head home. I'll see you guys later. Alright guys, with that, I'm going to go ahead and conclude the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time. I hope you guys enjoyed this whole little goal thing that I did. I actually do this about once to twice per week, and it sort of allows me to really set up my week and see what certain days you're going to have in store. And so on this specific day, I needed to do a lot of cardio, talk to investors, check on my artwork, do email check-ins with clients, which is something that I do on Mondays. And yeah, that was pretty much my day. So I will see you guys on the next video. Love you guys so much. Bye-bye.